We got a special treat for tonight. We have our very first live
food review.
Snarf Talk food test.
Yeah.
Is that a good food test?
No, I would say like...
Get on over here for the food test.
Yeah. Snarf test. Snarf food test. I would call it a review. We're reviewing a food that is not in the United States.
It's not of this world, Jerry.
It is not. It's not of the United States. This is an English delicacy. They have it on toast in the morning. They have it with their proper English breakfast.
Little backstory. We have an episode a while ago. Do you remember what that episode is called? It's a great episode.
Don't Jammy My Dodger.
We have an episode called "Don't Jammy My Dodgers," and it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I talk about going over to my friend Chubbs' house. His wife is English, and eating all
Like
these
straight from the UK.
like fresh off the boat.
Londoner. Not really fresh off the boat, but
Well, whatever.
kind of.
And she always has all these various foods. So we got to talking, and it became a recurring theme on this podcast to talk about
Heinz Beans.
That's right.
We gon' bean.
We gon' be.
I sent a text message to Chris. So yes, our review is of this delicacy, Heinz Beans, if you can see it. If you're watching us live or on the video, you're going to see the can of Heinz Beans. If you're listening to the audio,
baby blue color.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I really like the very attractive packaging.
It is a very attractive packaging, and it looks good. And it's one of your 5 a day. It says whatever the 5 a days are.
Enriched tomato sauce?
It is Heinz Beans in a rich tomato sauce. Let me read the back for you real quick, because this made me chuckle a little bit.
This jammed your Dodger a little bit?
Did it ever. So it says, beans means Heinz. We could tell you that our beans are hard to beat, that they're brimming with delicious, rich, tomatoey flavor. But you already know that.
You got to do it in an English accent.
I can't. I cannot do that.
Let me try. I got to read it, though.
Okay. It's small.
We could tell that your beans are hard to beat, that they're brimming with delicious, rich, tomatoey flavor.
No, tomato.
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 I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta go. That. We could tell that your beans are hard to beat, that they're brimming with delicious, rich, tomatoey flavor.
Yeah, flavor.
But you already know that, lass. Wait,
Loss. No.
Scottish. Because you know beans means.
Heinz.
It doesn't say.
Just beans means.
Oh, because you know what beans means.
Yeah.
Man, I'm going to tell you what. This is my favorite British food that is 100% from an American company.
It is. Heinz is everything American, but you can't get these. Like, Heinz doesn't sell them in the United States.
That we know of.
You can get them at like an
English, Irish English supermarket.
Yeah, like a, what would that be called? Like a, I don't even know what you would call it. Like a different store.
Yeah, I don't know.
A European store or
She says it goes to the Irish store.
The Irish store.
Anyway. But you can get it on Amazon.
I bought it on Amazon relatively cheap, and they sell it in a 4-pack. I bought the 4-pack. So then I took a picture of it, or I took a video of an unboxing and sent it to Chris. And I was like, we're going to eat some beans. And he texts back. He's like, you mean we gon' bean? I lost it. I thought it was the funniest thing. And I've been saying it all week, and Amy has looked at me with just this awful
contempt.
Look. Yeah, and tonight I was holding the can of beans. I was like, we're going to eat these. We're going to eat these tonight. And I said, we gon' bean tonight. And she's like, what does that mean? What do you mean? Like, why are you saying that? And I gave her the backstory, and she still was like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I was like, I don't either. but we gon' bean.
We gon' bean. You want beans?
We got beans.
Heinz beans.
Heinz beans in your face.
We don't do anything but beans.
That's all I need in my life are these beans.
So here we go.
So that's what we're going to do. We're going to eat these beans. and we're going to give a review. So here's the difference
We
that
heated
I've
them
heard.
up even. We cooked them.
We've warmed them. The difference with these is that they're in a rich tomatoey vinegar sauce. So it has vinegar. The ingredients are different. It's just tomatoes, water, sugar, spirit vinegar.
That's like vodka.
Yeah, I don't know. Spirit vinegar, modified corn flour, salt, spice extract, and herb extract.
Is the spirit like the spirit of England?
It is.
Like
This-
jolly old England?
It is the spirit of England. I'm going to put a napkin on like a proper British lad.
Just gonna wad mine up in my hand like an animal.
And how do we do this here? Like equally, because they're going to be drippy.
Okay, leave them over here then.
Okay.
Move that. We don't need that.
That's an extra microphone.
Watch out for all the equipment. Stir them up a little.
I mean, they look tomatoey.
They look very soupy.
They're very thin, kind of. I can't use my left hand.
Oh my gosh. They're very soupy.
All right.
Ready?
Going in. I've been waiting all week for this. I like them.
I don't taste the tomatoey. It just tastes like
There's a hint of tomatoes. Yeah. All right.
they're very plain. We've got beans everywhere.
Yeah, they are plain. Here's the deal. Have you ever bought pork and beans? Just the plain old pork and beans
Yeah.
in a can? That's what this is.
I don't know.
This is pork and beans.
Oh. I dropped a bean.
I mean, I don't. I like them.
I don't dislike them. I'm going to tell you what they taste like. They taste like a cooked bean, right? Very beany tasting. Mm-hmm. Not like baked bean, Bush's baked beans. Which
They're
are
not
very,
sweet.
No.
These
This
are not
tastes like
sweet.
a plain bean, boiled plain bean in SpaghettiO sauce.
Yeah.
Like a watered down SpaghettiO sauce.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
it is.
exactly what they taste like.
It is a SpaghettiO sauce. Not as salty, but it's a SpaghettiO sauce with just a regular old like white bean in it. And I would eat these. I would eat them.
I don't know that I choose to eat them though.
Well, I got 3 extra. I think I got 3 more cans
Give me,
at home.
what is your score out of 10?
Out of 10, like on a bean scale,
Yeah. On a baked bean scale.
I don't feel like you can rate these against American beans though, because our American beans are so sugary.
These are vastly inferior to American beans.
You know, I would.
You can't argue with that.
Yeah, no,
These
I would
taste
agree.
like plain boiled beans in a watered down SpaghettiO sauce.
Yeah,
They're not appetizing to me.
I like them better than you. I think.
Now, Dirk said, I don't think they use silverware over there. Barehanded. Or use a
No, they-
biscuit. Now, a biscuit might be an interesting...
So David Seedentop just said plain, bland, flavorless. You just described English food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're very plain and bland. I feel like you shouldn't open up a pre-made can of food and feel like you need to dump salt on it. They're very not salty. They need salt
Yeah, there's no salt.
desperately.
There's like no salt to that, but
But they are, if you know, we joked on this podcast. We said, Heinz Beans, if you want beans, we got them. Just beans. They're just beans.
just beans.
They are
That-
just. They are just.
no joke. The
beans.
slogan. Yeah, it is a watery down SpaghettiO sauce with beans in it, and again, I don't think that's bad though.
They're not bad, but they're not good either.
I could see why. I don't see why they eat them for breakfast. A proper, like a legit proper British breakfast is you usually have like eggs. You'll have sausage, bacon. They do blood pudding, which is like or they call it black pudding, but it's a blood sausage basically. Tomato slices, some mushrooms, and beans on toast. That's a proper British breakfast.
Those wouldn't be bad on toast.
That's what they do with them. That's the number one thing they do with these beans is they dump them on toast. They butter some toast and dump beans on them.
The butter, the salty butter, would add to it.
I think it would. I think I would like them on toast.
But they do make you realize when you eat a can of like American baked beans that you don't taste a lot of bean.
You really don't.
You taste a lot of bean.
You get the texture, but you get a lot of bean. And I tell you what, so if you want to know the sugar content of our beans compared to this one has, for sugar, 11 grams.
That's not a ton. That's not a ton.
No, but I mean 11 grams. That's like a Mountain Dew.
Is that sugar or is that just carbs?
No, it's sugar.
Okay. In the tomato sauce, probably.
Yeah. So there's 11 grams of sugar total in this can. But if you look at a Bush's, I bet you're pushing 30.
11 grams in a serving. There's got to be more than one serving in that can. It's got to be at least 4 servings in that can. 2, okay.
2 servings, so 22.
They're giving you half a can of beans? I'll tell you what. If you need if the apocalypse happens and you got a truck full of Heinz Beans, you're good to go.
I tell you what, I would eat these more than just on an apocalypse.
Would you buy those again after you use up your 4 cans?
No. The only reason why I wouldn't is because, like I said, if you've bought the original pork and beans, like Campbell's pork and beans, or I think it's Campbell's.
Yeah, those are way better.
That's what they taste like.
Okay.
I feel like that's what they taste like.
Maybe.
They're very bland. They're very like tomato saucy. They're not a sweet.
I was hoping for more of the tomato sauce, ketchup-y flavor.
I was too.
There's not much.
I thought it was going to be so.
And you look at them, they're very...
Very red. Yeah, hold it up there. It looks like SpaghettiOs but just with beans in it.
Yeah, they're very red.
But it doesn't...
Hard to get a good picture without spilling them on my laptop. See? Very, very...
I mean, I'm going to finish that jar probably tomorrow.
Take them to work. It's a good lunch.
It turns out I don't have to work tomorrow.
Protein packed. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's...
would you put them on a crumpet, Mandy asked. I would not, but I did get some crumpets from Katie. They were great. Crumpets are great.
No, what I'm laughing at is Nolan's comment. He said, they taste better if you make a sacrifice to the spirit vinegar. I think you're right. I don't think they added enough spirit vinegar. Yeah, you got to know what a crumpet is to understand cricket.
That's true. I don't understand cricket, but no. I do know what a crumpet is. And we had the argument. We talked about it on the podcast, but about how they're just English muffins, and they are not English muffins. They got some real, almost like a sponge cake quality to them.
Not as hard.
They're not hard at all. They're spongy. They're good.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it more of a...
Dirk said looks like pork and beans. That's what Jerry said.
See, that's why I'm his spirit.
There's not that little chunk of pork in there.
There isn't a chunk of pork in there, but it's the same. It is the same sauce and beans. I'm going to buy some pork and beans and bring them in here, and we're going to test them.
Next week, we're going to go on a bean extravaganza.
We are a bean... Gaza? I don't want to say that again. That's when I changed.
If I could pair this up with a Heinz bean, we gon' bean.
If I could have a bean with this pizza... Man,
those beans wouldn't be bad on a pizza.
To be honest, I don't think they'd be bad on anything because they don't have much flavor. It's just a texture thing.
Yeah, that's a good texture.
I enjoyed them. I enjoyed those beans. I just you're gonna have to add them with things. You're gonna have to add them with something, and that's probably why.
I think if you took those beans, started them on the stove a little bit, squirted in some mustard. Threw a little brown sugar in there. And
changed them completely? Yeah, you're right. Yeah. If you started those beans and added a can of Bush's baked beans to it, it'd be great.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great bean.
Absolutely. Well, that was the great bean journey of 2021, everybody.
And we're going to have another one next
Snarf
week. Cause
Madness 2022 will be an all-bean bracket.
Yes. We'll have calico bean. We'll have kidney beans.
I'll tell you right now, calico beans are going to win that round.
What is it? Great...
Lima beans?
But there's like there's white beans, but is it like Great Plains beans, Great White beans?
There's pinto beans.
Oh, pinto beans are good.
Navy beans.
Navy beans. Navy beans. Navy beans. Meatloaf sandwich.